As most of you already know, Sandpaper made a video where he touched girls, but people reacted badly to it, as they should have. So he released a part 2 where a girl touched the butts of guys, and then a part 3 where he quote-unquote reveals that it was all a social experiment.
I wanted to do something that could highlight the difference between abuse towards a woman and abuse towards a man by doing a social experiment.
I made a video exposing how that makes no sense, but after that video, story after story started popping up about what Sandpaper had done to them.
It's taken me a year to realise how manipulative he was and how I was taken advantage of both as a minor and as a fan.
The day you held me down in your room and anally raped me, you made the side you're on very clear.
So that begs the question. Why hasn't YouTube suspended Sandpaper's channel? They have the policies set in place that would justify a fair suspension. If they really wanted to, they could suspend him in just a few clicks. They did remove his part 1 and 2 videos, which means Sandpaper must have 2 strikes. With 1 more strike, his channel would automatically be suspended. So why hasn't it? There are people campaigning against Sam.
Right now, some YouTubers are in talks with Google and YouTube to try to implement policies that basically say if you committed X number of offenses, you can't have an account anymore. You're not welcome on this platform.
There are petitions. There are people flagging his other videos that show harassment. It's easy to assume that it's all about the money because Sam does get a lot of views, but YouTube is so big that Sandpaper suspension wouldn't really directly screw up earnings. But here's the thing, Sandpaper is just one channel out of many that do the same type of pranks.
Do you know which...
Did you touch my ass?
No, I'm just...
You did touch my ass.
No.
Suspending Sandpaper would set a precedent that would force YouTube to suspend any other channel doing the same things. Mainly because as a community, we would make sure of that. And then we wouldn't stop there. Why stop at sexual harassment? What about channels that do racist pranks?
Are you serious, Shaniqua? Why the f are you talking to this still ass motherfucker, this fat ass nigga? Why you talking to my ex-girl, nigga? Why you talking to my ex-girl, nigga? Show me the fat one!
Oh! I will f you up with this racist man. What the f is you talking about? Kool-Aid, man. Get this bull out of here, man. Hey, bro, no. Hey, bro, no. Chill. It's a joke. It's a joke.
What about channels that do questionable pranks?
No, thank you.
And I wanted to know if you wanted to have sex.
Seriously? That's so rude.
Is it rude or romantic?
Hey, gorgeous, how's it going?
Why the f are you naked?
The ripple effect from Sandpaper's suspension could be endless, and I think eventually he will be suspended, especially if Sam is convicted as a sexual predator. But it is in YouTube's best interest to wait as much as possible to suspend Sandpaper so that they can suspend him for being a convicted felon, as opposed to suspending him for doing what many other people are doing in their channels. Think of it as a policeman who arrests someone for shoplifting. And then people expect this police guy to now arrest every other shoplifter. It's harder. There are too many shoplifters, so the policeman waits until he sees the criminal commit a bigger crime. There are less people committing this bigger crime, which means they have to arrest less people, they have to do less paperwork, and they get more time for donuts. I mean, that's not honest police work, but that's how I see YouTube reacting to the situation. For comparison, I had a channel that was flagged by haters because haters gonna hate, and I had tags in my description. Someone at YouTube checked it out and they didn't even send me a warning. That would have been my first strike ever on that channel, but it was suspended without a warning. My channel was suspended on a first offense for having tags in the description, which by the way I was led to believe by a former YouTube employee that it was allowed as long as the tags were relevant to the video. So, tags in the description, immediate suspension. Sexual harassment? No, that guy is innocent until proven guilty. If we truly want change, the only way is to stop focusing on just one guy who's part of the problem. We have to look at the problem as a whole. That doesn't mean ignore Sandpaper and stop hating on him. I just mean let's look at the bigger picture as opposed to just one guy. We need to stop watching content that takes advantage of people and uses them as objects, but we have to report those who make that content. So why hasn't YouTube suspended Sam Pepper's channel? Simply because it wouldn't end there. Because it would create just more work for YouTube. And a lot of these channels are very popular. It could end up potentially having a big negative effect on YouTube's pocket. And it's always about the money. But hey, that's just a theory. A YouTube theory.
But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
Sorry, Matt Pat. I gotta make my own catchphrase. Sorry. See you later, crocodile.